It was at this moment that he knew.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
You are now listening to the world's most popular, inaccurate, and sometimes squirreled retelling of pop culture history. It's Podcast 42 on the Podfix Network.
This room's only haunted when the minutes drag.
Well, minutes aren't dragging now, so I hope it's going.
I don't even know what that means.
That means it's time for Podcast 42. I'm Christopher DeVos.
I'm Sabrina Pierre.
Jail Tros.
I'm Laura. Hi.
That could be our best intro we've had in a while.
Why?
If we actually recorded it.
Because I wasn't here last week.
That intro was great.
Well, why don't we open up the beer cooler?
Oh, crap.
JL's beer cooler, it's cooler than you think. JL's beer cooler, it's cool enough to drink. It's cool enough to drink, yeah.
Oh, wait. Do we have beer?
We do. We have many different types of beer. If you could open up the bubbly cooler as well, I don't care what flavor.
Well, there's only 2 in there.
They're all perfect except for cherry.
No, that's all I put in there.
Here, I got you a cherry.
Ah, you bastard.
That is all I put in your bubbly cooler today was cherry bubbly.
These aren't going to explode, are they?
I hope so.
Well, right now we're 2 for 2 on no exploding. I'm so screwed. Whew.
What did you bring for us tonight?
I brought from Abita Brewing their Hop On Juicy Pale. It's an American pale ale that I'm going to guess is done in the New England style. So it should be juicy, hazy, overall goodness.
What makes a beer juicier than the next beer? Because I feel like they're all liquid.
Ooh, I know this one.
Okay, go ahead,
Can I
Chris.
answer it?
Yes.
Juice.
Boom.
All right, maybe JL.
And since this is audio, I'm giving him stink eye.
Maybe JL should answer that.
That's throwback from Doctor Who. Because you always had to point out, since it's audio, this is what I'm doing.
Yes, well.
So I made sure.
Just so you know, I'm doing air quotes right now.
Whatever air quotes are.
You know, I thought it was funny.
They say it's juicy because of the texture, like its overall appearance, how the hops are, and its style. It's a newer thing. It's been catching on.
You know, I don't believe you. You're not holding a clipboard while you're telling me. So therefore, you must be lying.
Can you get
I didn't bring my clipboard today.
Sorry, I will never believe you, JL.
Well, I'm going to give the label a 3.5.
I'm giving it a 7 because I want to go to San Francisco.
I've been to San
This
Francisco.
beer also has rice-a-roni in it. It
Ding,
is the
ding.
San Francisco treat, but it's made in New Orleans.
Wait, New Orleans has trolley cars too, don't they?
Also, this was sponsored by, who was it? The Vanga Bus. It's the Vanga Bus.
The Bang Brothers bus?
No.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
The Vanga Bus is coming.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it was Six Flags theme song for
Yes.
10 years after it should have been.
Oh.
Hey there, Edward Scissorhands. Did you just have some lemonade?
Are you okay over there? I hear your taste buds change after a while.
I just took a sip of the beer.
I like
So what's going to happen now is we're going to drink this extremely
Hoppy?
sure,
Juicy.
I think it's juicy.
chewy
So
beer.
juicy.
I like it.
Throughout the show, at the very end of the show, we're going to rate it based on a 6-point scale.
Which
6
is
being the
stupid.
greatest, 1 being the worst. Kind of like
I
a
saw a hip.
6-pack.
Hop, a hip and a hop.
But, Laura, didn't you run into a celebrity this weekend?
Hold on a second.
I told you.
She's chewing her beer.
Is a success.
Is it a success?
Yeah,
Yes.
because he, you know, now instead of JL trying to find beers you'll like, he just tries to find beers I'm going to hate.
The second sip wasn't as bad as the first.
So, I did meet a celebrity, or ran into a celebrity this weekend.
Where?
At Epcot.
You ran into Mickey Mouse.
I did. He's like the biggest celebrity
The genie
ever.
in his tourist outfit.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so cool. You know, they have him as a meet and greet.
Do they really?
Yeah, but he only comes out now on like special occasions.
He only comes out at night. He's
Freaks
a freak.
come out and knew where that was going.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I wasn't at Epcot this weekend, so it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. So my daughter is super into Pinterest. trading now. And we went to the Norway Pavilion. And we were in the back of the store by where the exit of the Frozen ride is.
You didn't say it right.
Norway.
Norway.
You are not the first to pass this way.
Go back. Go back.
Nor shall you be the last. So,
Backside of water.
no, wrong ride. Anyways, so my daughter's running around looking for cast members with pens to stare at them awkwardly until they acknowledge her and show her their pens.
Yeah, she doesn't go up and ask to see the pins. She just she dead stares at them until they notice her.
I could see that.
But
Yeah, that's what she does.
here's the funny part. When I took her pin trading one day, I said to the cast member, she's not going to say anything to you, and I apologize that she's just staring at you awkwardly. And the cast member said, no, that's how they all do it.
There is actually a meme, and I sent it to her on Facebook, but there's a meme, and it's I want to say that's Office people. I don't know because I never watched The Office, but it's the guy standing in the front, and he's kind of smiling, but there's like the girl standing behind him, like, and then in the bottom picture, he's looking at. Oh wait, it's audio. This is why I'm not good. We need to actually be live so people can see all my faces. But anyways, I'll find it.
I'm seeing your faces, and I'm still not understanding the meme you're telling us.
No, I'll find it and I'll put it in the Facebook group. How about that, guys? But anyways, the bottom one, the guy's looking down at her, scared now because she's looking all excited at him, and it's labeled like the cast member finishing up a sale with a guest. And then, like, the other person's labeled the pen trader, waiting to look at your pens. And, like, I don't know. I'll find it. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Anyways.
Because you know what really translates well for a podcast? Describing a picture.
I know. Well, this is why.
There were some trees and some happy clouds.
And happy little trees.
You know, guys, I'm trying, okay?
And shiny, happy people.
You're doing a good job. But a quick side note to your story, because we all live in Orlando. We're all theme park people in this room, but maybe somebody doesn't understand what pin trading is. So at Disney, you can buy little pins that, you stick on your
for $20 each
label.
Yeah,
They're not that bad. They're not that bad. You get like 4 for $27.
Oh, okay. I don't do that stuff.
With the backs, and then you can take a pin that you have bought and go to locations throughout the theme park and trade your pin for another pin. And this is a big thing, more in California at Disneyland than Disney World, but both parks do it.
And that's where our daughter kind of picked up when we did do our trip out to Disneyland. She decided she was into pin trading, which is cool. It's fun. Anyway, so we're in the back, and at
1 hour later.
Yes. Well, you guys wanted to hear it, so... So at Disney, because I have to explain things, because Chris just told me not everybody's familiar with the Disney terminology.
You have to let us know when you do air quotes.
Air quotes, whatever those are.
Only in scripts.
Anyways, so at Disney, celebrities typically have a cast member with them, like a VIP tour guide that walks with them.
Now, here's what I don't understand about the VIP tour guide. They stick out.
Yeah, they do. They should just dress them in regular clothes.
Yeah, they should go undercover as well, because if you see a VIP tour guide, there's going to be a celebrity there.
Or someone with a lot of money.
There is.
Yeah, somebody with a lot of money can also get them.
Yeah, someone with a lot of money can get them, but there's a good chance there's going to be a celebrity.
So with that being said, I saw the VIP tour guide walking towards the exit of the Frozen ride. So now I know they're walking somebody through the back. So it's got to be somebody famous. So I'm staring now at this lady walking behind the tour guide, and I have no clue who she is. And I almost run into this guy. And I look up at the guy that I almost run into, and I'm staring at him, and we smile at each other. And I immediately run over to my daughter, who is a huge Stranger Things fan. And I look at her, and I said, Jocelyn, that's David Harbour.
Who?
To which Jocelyn says, no, it's not. That's too skinny to be David Harbour. Now, mind you, I almost ran into him. So we were like eye contact. I could have licked him if I wanted to, but then I was afraid I'd get kicked out of the
tour
park.
guide. Yeah. This is why they have the tour guide.
This is exactly the reason why.
I was like,
not to get him on rides. No, to keep Laura from licking people.
Yes. Because then he would have been mine. I claimed him, right? Playground rules, like
there's a
David
picture
Harbour.
the tour guys carry with them before each celebrity that goes out to the park, and it's a picture of Laura, and he goes, watch out. This lady will lick you.
I have a reputation of licking people. Anyways. So.
Aw, seriously? You just licked me from here.
Not good. So
Grapefruit gummy bears.
Jocelyn doesn't believe me this whole time. So we leave the area, and Food and Wine's going on right now. So we stop and we get some food from one of the little booths they have set up for the Food and Wine Festival. And we're sitting there eating it, and we're still discussing David Harbour and how Jocelyn doesn't believe me. And I'm watching the exit of the ride, but we're far enough distance away.
Yeah.
To not be able to lick.
Yeah, I couldn't lick him. So she still doesn't believe me. I see him come walking out. And I was like, all right, well, there he is. So we go walking over to where he has stopped and he's now standing. She realizes that, oh my God, it is David Harbour. And she starts totally spastic fangirling on me. And I was like, no, one, you're going to have to calm down. Now, while she's fangirling, the VIP tour guide is laughing at us. So he already knows we know who he is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jocelyn, you've got to calm down. Like, just calm down. So we go inching over, and I lean over to him, and I was like, my daughter wants to say hi to you. He leans over, he shakes her hand. He's like, hi, nice to meet you. He goes back to his business. Super cool that he shook her hand and all that, but I did still kind of get that, leave me alone celebrity vibe, which I get because I don't think I would ever be a celebrity for that reason alone. I'd want to be able to go out to Epcot and people not chase after me. But at the same time, I mean, it was cool he shook her hand and said hi. But yeah, it was just like, all right, now go away.
What I think is funny is that she called me while they were talking to David Harbour.
Oh, yes. Chris was on the phone while we were talking to David Harbour.
And Laura is also fangirling.
I was a little bit.
Like,
Wow, that was out of the story.
Yeah.
but here's the funny thing is that in our main jobs, we meet celebrities. And in her side job, she meets celebrities. And I have never heard her act like a 13-year-old girl at an NSYNC concert.
And I met Chris Kirkpatrick, so just for the record.
To any celebrity. And you've met The Rock. You've met
Kevin Hart.
Pam from True Blood. You've met Jay from Silent Bob. I mean, there's a ton of celebrities we have met amongst all of us, and why did you lose it?
I think it's in that moment, because when I'm working, I always have that professional, I'm not going to address that you're a celebrity, especially in my main job, which when I met Pam, you weren't with me when I met.
No, I was manning the booth.
No, you weren't. You weren't even at the convention.
Oh, I wasn't even invited to the convention.
That wasn't true.
I was told you're not coming to the convention, you're staying home.
I remember that convention.
Yeah.
I wasn't invited to that convention.
I wasn't invited to the convention either, but I remember it.
Everybody was invited but me.
But I was incredibly professional with her, and like after leaving the booth, I was like, why did I just totally like main jobbed like my personality? Like I didn't really super acknowledge
but it was
who
more...
she was, and it was like I was in that moment at Epcot that day. I was like, oh my goodness, I can actually let this person know I know who they are. Like I was more excited for one spotting him.
Yeah.
Because the chances are, the number of times we go to theme parks, we probably pass celebrities and don't even know it. But the fact that I spotted him made me super beyond excited.
Yeah.
And then the fact that I was right, because Jocelyn wanted to deny me the whole time that I was not right.
Now,
so at the end of it, she wasn't fangirling. She was just excited that she was right and could rub it into her teenage daughter's face.
Exactly.
Oh no! Here's what I hear on the phone. It's David.
That was not what I was saying. That was Jocelyn.
That was you.
No,
too.
it wasn't.
Listen, Chris, your track record of being able to tell people apart is not the best over the phone.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I was not hyperventilating about David Harbour.
JL is a genderless person one time.
Well, now you're never going to live that down. So, anyways, it was very exciting. It was very exciting that Jocelyn was able to shake his hand.
In Jocelyn's defense, David Harbour was just on Saturday Night Live, and in his monologue, he said he did put on weight to play Hopper.
Right.
And he did look thinner on Saturday Night Live than
Yes.
he did on Stranger Things.
Right.
That's because he's in a Russian prison right now.
Or he's in the Upside Down.
Or he's in the Upside Down, emaciated.
Right. Either way, he's not eating very well.
Nope.
I'm laying money that he is not in the Russian prison.
No, I
too.
think he's in the Upside Down.
Upside down.
I'm laying money that he is not in the Upside Down
Then who's in the Russian prison?
because they're filming right now.
Billy.
And David Harbour's in Orlando.
Actually, they don't start
You
filming
think
the
Billy's
main
in the
parts
Russian
until
prison?
Oh, yeah.
January
I'm telling you,
2020.
Billy's in the Russian prison. They took his
You
body.
think Billy